biggest thing is work ethic. And to boil it down even more specifically, I think it's the drive, the ability to figure shit out. I think that's really what it boils down to. I mean, like, take for example for us, right? Like, if we when we look at interns, when we look at hiring someone, what are the things? What is one of the biggest things that we look for? They have the drive, the ability to figure shit out. That self starter. Yeah, I think it's attitude. We're probably not the first or the only ones or the last to say it.
Well, I mean, it's all about the mindset and perception, right? Let's be real. Like, if we look back, would we even have started all this shit if we were in the right mindset? Or like, no, right? Like, we would have been the same. Like, what the fuck were we doing before all of this?
School,
Right?
more school.
School. Like, what direction? We weren't really clear. We were just like being dumbasses, kind of. Like, that's reality, right? So it's upon realizing that there's a mindset shift that it's really your own responsibility. You're in charge of your own life. Like, do you do research? Look at what's out there. Go try new things. Go try it out. Find what you really enjoy. Then you can really make that decision. But I mean, if there was like a mentor or someone in our past that kind of influenced us, right? Who told us, in business, there's an opportunity in business, right? Things may have been different.
For me, the more I tried different things, the more new things I found out, the more I was able to piece things together. I mean, you could also kind of do a mental exercise, right? It's like a little imaging, right? It's kind of like how athletes they visualize themselves doing something. For me, it's kind of picturing hypotheticals and theorizing. Okay, if I were to do something, if I take this action, what are some of the possible outcomes? And then you just play out every single, maybe not every single, that's impossible, right? But every major outcome that you think is possible.
And that's how we overthink.
That's how we overthink. But in that sense, you also, in that way, you don't have to physically do something, but it's a trade-off, right? Because then now it's like we're stuck in our minds, we're not able to execute. So as much as we can think and visualize and hypothesize, oh, okay, if I do something, this possible bad outcome might happen. Well, that's only if we focus on the one bad outcome. If we visualize enough, maybe we can avoid that bad outcome altogether. Because hypothetically, if we take the same actions that led to that bad outcome in our minds, we're gonna get to the bad outcome. So do something that's not that. And I think that's the balance between the execution and the keeping stuff in your mind, which is, I think, like a problem that a lot of people kind of suffer with, right? They're stuck on the overthinking, much like ourselves. And the only way we overcame that is by executing, just doing it, and then worry about fixing the problem as the problem shows up.
Things that always hold you back, right? It's like, one is like, it's mainly yourself. You keep coming up with excuses like, yeah, things have to be in a row. Like, everything has to align. Let's say you had a plan, right? You're gonna make this content today or something, right? I'm gonna make it at 12 p.m. But then everyone's kind of late. Everyone like came 1 p.m. or 1:30, and then you're like, oh shit, I didn't really sleep well, right? And it's like, yeah, I think maybe we didn't come up with the content idea yet. Like, yeah, let's just postpone it, right? It's not right. Like, you keep coming up with new excuses, right? And then as you have more and more excuses, you have more reasons to kind of like procrastinate. So you're reinforcing that, I'm not ready, right? When in fact, like, when are you actually going to be ready, right? There's no perfect time. Because like, if you never get to it, then when will you do it? If you keep saying like, yeah, you know what, I want to practice, I want to keep practicing until I get perfect and make the best presentation ever. Who's ever good? When is that perfect moment, right? If you don't even do it, you don't practice it, then you're never gonna get better. That kind of thing.
Perfection is subjective. Doesn't exist. What might be perfect to you might be the worst fucking thing you ever put out to your audience. Just let the audience decide. Just speak what's in your mind, speak your truth. And like Lewis, like you said, someone's gonna resonate with it.
Eventually.